Couple of questions. The first question, 31. It asks you about what? We need to find out one part of the sentence, mark the part. Okay. In each of the questions below, a sentence is split into 4 parts. Read the sentence and identify whether there is any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be one part of the sentence. Mark the part with the errors as your answer. If there is no error, mark no error as your answer. Okay, ignore the errors of punctuation, if any. Error identification. So the first one, 31. The State Pollution Board has filed. Isn't it? It shall not be have filed, as we find out it's a subject verb agreement case. The State Pollution Board has filed cases against key officials of urban local bodies for failing to provide proper drainage facilities and treatment plants. It should be has. Corrected? Okay. Question number 32. Why you went out in that heavy rain without an umbrella or a raincoat last night? Why did you go? Why did you go out? Isn't it? Instead of saying why you went out, so we know that who does did are used generally with the question, right? Why does he tell? Why did not you tell? Right or no? So in that case, it should be why did you go out in that heavy rain without an umbrella or a raincoat last time? Very good. Coming to the question number 32 or more, 33 or more. Here the instruction or directions for questions 33 and 34 is what? In each of the questions below, a sentence is split into 5 parts, of which the first part is written in bold incorrect. There could be an error in one of the other 4 parts of the statement. The incorrect part is your answer. In case all the parts are correct, the last option, all are correct. Error identification, error in unbold part. So the first part is always correct. Let's say that I have never driven. So it's a present perfect, right? So I have never driven a car till now, which is why I feeling quite nervous sitting behind the wheel. Obviously, why I feel quite nervous? Because feeling is a continuous form which will be not fit here. It should be what? Which why I feel, right? Feeling, feel, seeing, see, or you talk about thinking, think, believing, believe, right? All such kind of over. So why I feel quite nervous sitting behind the wheel. 34. I used to visit the Taj every day when I had been in Agra. Right. So obviously I used to visit. It is a simple past tense, right? That indicates about means I used to visit Taj or I used to visit the Taj every day, right? When I was in Agra. When I was in Agra, not I had been, right? So had been is a past perfect continuous. I was in Agra is indicating the regular action, isn't it? So coming to the 35 and 36, in each of the questions below, a sentence is split into 4 parts. Read the sentence and identify whether there is or are any grammatical error or errors in it. The error or errors, if any, will be in 1, 2 or more parts of the sentence. Select as your answer the appropriate choice indicating the parts with the errors. If there is no error, mark 5, no error as your answer. Ignore errors of punctuation, if any. Error identification, error in 1 or more parts. So 35. The municipality has been ordered the shop owners to relocate to another place with a view to widen the existing street and to facilitate the movement of traffic. So obviously it should not be the municipality has been ordered, it's a passive voice, which is wrong. It should be the municipality has ordered whom? The shop owners. Isn't it? If it would be passive voice, then it would be written the municipality has been ordered by the shop owners, which is even not correct. Right? So in that case, has been के बदले यहाँ पे has होना चाहिए. Coming to the 36, the children had been making so much noise that the principal herself came down to see what they did. No error. So you find out there are 2 errors. What are they? The first error is called the children were making. Were making. So which is a past continuous. Why did you go for the children were making so much noise? Right. So because such an action was going on when the principal came down. Right or not? So, and why did the principal come down to find out what the children were making, or why the children were making so much noise? Right. To see what they had done. Right. What they had done. So it means the children had done something for which the principal came, right? So in that case you would find out three actions are there. The first action is indicating about duration of time. Second action is called as the principal came at that time, right? To find out what they had done, whether they had done something or not. So in that case the correction is the children were making and to see what they had done. Question number 37 and 38. We've identified the error, identification, multiple errors. So three options are given. The question stated, the school management brought in a new teacher. Okay. The school manager brought, it's a past tense, to teach mathematics and physics, and in spite of which some students are not understanding. Okay, we understood that it is written in a past tense, brought a teacher, teach maths and physics, in spite of which some students did not understand, right? So, or called as a failed to understand, isn't it? Because the first part is given past tense, right? So, the second part would be means indicating about students did not. So, answer will be 3. Got my point? Okay. 38. I have passed the examination with the flying colors. Good. I have passed the examination with flying colors in 2012. Now, the time period is given 2012 cannot be indicated as a habit, right? Because it is indicating to the past. So, in that case, you supposed to write, I passed the examination, right, with flying colors in 2012 and and was appointed sales manager the same year. So it means both the actions have occurred in the same time. So therefore, option 1 and 2. Okay. So option 3 is having no error. It's correct one. Okay. Next is 39 to 41. 39. What is it? Is asked for. It asks for again select the grammatically correct option. So you find out 4 options are given. The same sentence. She and her brother debating whether to tell their mother about the car accident. Now, it doesn't use the verb in proper manner. She and her brother were debating, right, or was debating, or are debating, or is debating. It is not given. So, one is eliminated. 2. She and her brother has been debating whether to tell their mother about the car accident. It is also not correct into the subject verb agreement because it should be have. Right. So 3. She and her brother were debating. Yes, fine. Whether to tell their mother about the car accident. 4. She and her brother will have been debating. No, it's an assumption. Right. So then 5 is not correct. Only option is 3. Okay. Ravi is resembling his elder brother Basu, who is an engineer. Ravi resembles his elder brother Basu, which will be correct because it is a kind of action which is regular, right? It's not like right now it is resembling, right? So 3, Ravi has been resembling. It doesn't like what it continues in the past and it completes in the future or in the present. So because resembles his elder brother is a natural thing, right? So that happens from the childhood age, right? Twins you can say. So 2 would be correct. Ravi resembles his elder brother Basu, who is an engineer. 4. Ravi will be resembling his elder brother, again indicating future में क्या होगा, right? 41. We had seen your father and mother at a supermarket in town the other day, right? So had seen. Why did you use a had seen when you are talking about one action, right? So instead of had seen, you are supposed to use future simple past we saw will be correct. We will see is not correct. We will see your father and mother at a supermarket in town the other day is an assumption, right? So we have been seeing your father, it is also incorrect because have been seeing का मतलब है we have been meeting your father and mother at a supermarket in town the other day, right? So the other day is called as a simple past time, right? Therefore option 2 will be correct. 42. Each one of us are interrogated by the police on the charge of abetting the terrorist. So your subject verb agreement is each one of us is interrupted or interrogated or was interrogated by the police on the charge of abetting the terrorist. Each of us was interrogated. Time is not given, right? But the action is already done, right? Next stage, she wondered whether her husband had left the car keys. Right? Wondered is given as a simple past, which is clear indication of what certain action had already done in the past. पहला action क्या है? उसने अपना कार का की छोड़ दिया है. उसके बाद आप wonder करें कहाँ पे वो कार का की है. Right? So in that case, her husband had left. Got the point? Okay. Question number 44. It is also indicating, rephrase the phrase in bold. The Prime Minister of India visited China next week. So the word next or the time next week is indicating future, isn't it? So in that case, the Prime Minister of India will होना चाहिए ना कि visited, right? So which is a past. So will be visiting China next week. Yes, it will be correct. Right, so because we know that we'll be visiting is a kind of a future planning. Will have visited, it indicates about imagination, क्योंकि future में complete हो गया होगा. That doesn't come, so because it's a plan of visiting. So will visit is a correct also. 1 and 3 both are correct. Okay, so the Prime Minister of India will be visiting. Will visit or will visit China next week. Okay, 45. Although I tried hard to reach the stadium on time, the game started when I reached. Right. Now here you would find out that the action is indicated about the past. Although I tried hard to reach the stadium on time. What happened? The game had started. Right. So by the time I reached, isn't it? Or when I reached, right? Only had started would be used. Only one will be correct. So, am I clear with this? Are you getting the point? So, these are nothing but the verbs and tenses when we talk about subject-verb agreement, errors in verbs, errors in tenses. Okay, 46. Bullfighting is going on in Spain. Bullfighting is going on in Spain. It indicates about right now it is going on in Spain. In centuries now, but the time is stated, it is not presently going on, it is going on from the past to so far you can say. Right. So even though numerous attempts have been made to ban the sport, but all in vain. So bullfighting, what's going on in Spain cannot be taken because the second part is stated about what? Now, even though numerous attempts have been made, which is the present perfect. So in that case, one is eliminated. B, bullfighting has been going on in Spain, yes, because it started in the present, the past, it continues in the present, and we don't know when does it start, right? So in that case, 2 would be correct. Bullfighting will be not correct because you are imagining that future में कोई एक चीज होगा, right? So only 2 is the correction. 48. Every company must follow professional functioning for the smooth decorum of the employees. What do we find out here? The sentence is jumbled and incorrectly use of the words. To make the sentence correct, यहाँ पे every company, ठीक है, must follow professional functioning. Company does not follow professional functioning. So employee must follow professional decorum, right? So for the smooth run of the company or smooth functioning of the company, isn't it? So the correction should be every employee must follow professional decorum for the smooth functioning of the employee. Am I clear? Sorry? Of the company. Right? Am I clear? So hence the answer should be option 4. Right. Coming to the 48, she had the decency. She had the decency to confess to her boss. Fine, she is a woman and she had the modest to confess or admit to her boss about her great mistake. There is no error. No error. Right. 49 and 50. So when we talk about 49 and 50, it indicates about clauses, matching the clauses. So the first one, column 1 is stated, writers of science function have long assumed. B, worries about the rise of the gig economy. And C, wind powered ships are. These are the 3 sentences of the column 1. Column 2 sentences, how to retire in Europe tax free. E, making a comeback at sea. F, that the galaxy is teeming with alien plans. Okay, if I go for the column 1, A, writers of science fiction have long assumed. F, right, writers of science fiction have long assumed that the galaxy is teeming with alien planets. As you are talking about science fiction and writers, so galaxy is teeming with alien planets would be correct because it tells about the planets. So B and both are also present here, have long and is teeming. Second, worries about the rise of the gig economy, making a comeback at sea. Right. So see, wind powered ships are making it. Okay. Worries about the rise of the gig economy become how to retire in Europe tax free. Right. Worries का मतलब bother होना, bother about the what? Rise of the economy. Right. How to retire in Europe tax free. So how tax free would be present. Right. But see, wind powered ships are making a comeback at sea. Right. Wind powered ships are making a comeback at sea. So in that case, option 2 will be answer. 50. Gita Gopinath was column 1. Gita Gopinath was Paul Biya, Africa's oldest president, and C. Cape Town is one of the world's most. Column 2, campaigns for another term. E is Europe's potato crisis. F, named as the IMF's new chief economist. So we can get the idea called as Gita Gopinath was IMF's new chief economist. Right? Was named है तो was होगा ना. So was named as the IMF's new chief economist. It is in a passive voice. B, Paul Biya, Africa's oldest president, campaigns for another term. Right. So see, Cape Town is one of the world's most. Europe's potato crisis. Right. So these are the things. I hope you understood all. So through the linking of the verbs, you can make a connection between one clause to the other clause. Right? I hope you understood. Okay. So any doubt, please do ask. यहाँ पे एक करेक्शन चाहिए. The junior engineers have gone out नहीं होगा, went out. क्योंकि have gone out हो तो since और for लगेगा ना. हाँ? तो after lunch is a past. Right. The junior engineers went out in the morning. Like हमने एक question किया था. It should be the junior engineers went out after lunch and they have just come back or they have just come. Okay? That one and second one is called as question number 19. The shopkeeper replied her that they would send her the goods as soon as they received her check. It should be actually, according to me, I believe that what the shopkeeper replied that it shall not use with her, because we identify that what certain verbs are there which are needed for whom or what, right? Like he promised me, he asked me. So, but here you would find out that the word reply, some of the verbs generally carry what, right? Why? Because it is already given. The shopkeeper replied that they would send her the goods, right? As soon as they received her check, right? So in that case, here you find out her is already given. Who check? Her check. It is wrong to use her again, right? So what will be enough? Not whom. Any other question where your doubts are? No? Done? What did you got? Okay, I'll give you some words of the day, right? Acerbic. Have I given this word? Huh? Okay. Belligerent. Okay. Write down. Belligerent. 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 The meaning of belligerent is what? Quarrelsome. Quarrel. QUARRELSOME. Quarrelsome. झगड़ालू. होते हैं ना कुछ लोग झगड़ालू. तुम हो? Okay. So next is called as a bellicose. BELLICOAC. BELLICOAC. Bellicose. Bellicose is nothing but a kind of a rustic type. Rustic matlab new, right, or rural. Okay. Rebellious. Do you know the meaning of rebellious? It's called as again jagda, rebel, fight, right? So next is, you find out the common root is called as a bell, huh? So then you would find out benefactor. Do you know the meaning of benefactor? It's called as a means those who have a beneficiary, जो एडवांटेज गेन करते हैं उनको बेनिफैक्चर या तो बेनिफिशियरी कहा जाता है, राइट? सो बेनाइन. बेनाइन का मतलब चैरिटेबल और काइंडनेस. चैरिटेबल और काइंडनेस. Bona fide. It means trustworthy. Trustworthy. Banhomi. Banhomi. Good human being. Good human being. Right? Born homi. मतलब good, homi का मतलब human being. Okay. Bon appetite. Bon appetite. TIT. Bon appetite. It means good food. Good food. Right. So bon voyage. Bon voyage. It means called as a good journey. Good journey. Bonfire, which is called as a holy fire. Holy means religious. Have I given 10 words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Belligerent here. ठीक है? Done? Please try to remember on the basis of bell, जिसका मतलब होता है good और joker. ठीक है? That's all for today. Okay, so welcome for the next class. We'll discuss another one. समझ में आ रहा है तो जहाँ पे समझ में ना आए बार बार पूछिए. राइट. घरे प्रैक्टिस करो. कितने करो? हाँ 7 8 hours. वाह थोड़ा लगे हो नहीं. आपका means how much time you devote for the ES?
EVS for study.
Not study yet.
Not 7 8 hours.
All total you have studied.
6 7
6 7.
सबको मिला
Please do rigorously practice because you have time now. If once this time passes, you can't do anything. Okay. अभी मैं अगर चाहूँ तो मैं what that the government exam can I give? No. I have the knowledge, but I cannot attain it. जब अटेंड करना था तब वहाँ पर तब गवर्नमेंट जॉब में है. I think you might have a 10 to 12 hours of 10 to 12 years in your hand now. 10 से 12 साल तो आपके हाथ में अभी है. आज है तो 15 साल. ये 15 साल में कहीं ना कहीं इस पे गवर्नमेंट जॉब होना है. So only thing which got us means आपके ये सारे पार्ट दिमाग में है. Isn't it? And that can be held in a 1 to 2 years. Some students are able to crack it in a 1 year. Some students take it 2 to 3 years or 5 years. But you have keep a target of what 1 to 2 years. During that period of time, you will try to crack any of the exam. अगर नहीं होता है तो 5 साल की एक्सटेंड कीजिए. 5 साल के अंदर. But don't think that 5 साल में लगा होता है. 2 साल पूरा में. Thank you.